everyone, and welcome to the Today Show. I'm your host, Cynthia Stone, and I'm joined by the fabulous Nick Hurd.
Hello.
Amazing. Now, Nick Hurd, have you heard the word? I just had a rhyme there. No, but honestly, I'm so excited to share this story. I just have to share it.
Yes.
So I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. Now, there are these two brothers called the Anderson brothers, the Cameron brothers, rather. I don't know where Anderson came from. The Cameron brothers. Now, they were actually diagnosed with EDS, which is a genetic tissue disorder. That's right, the issues are in the tissues. Now, they were struck by an article written about a cat that was born with swimmer syndrome. Now, right now, you probably are hearing some background. I do want to mention that we are filming live on location in Wychwood Barns, and there are some adorable children that are running around. So just to keep mind of that. But yes, so they ended up seeing an article posted about swimmer syndrome, which is where a cat is born with hind legs that are not fully able to function. And so they were like, oh my gosh, you know, we want to do something for them. They already had a platform where they were actually working with a video game console company for disabilities. This was something that they could sink their teeth into, a different project entirely. And they were able to develop a leg brace for this cat. And since that time, it's taken off and it's catapulted into what we see today. So it's truly remarkable what can happen when you are touched by a story and use your imagination to derive an answer. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to hear that, and amazing that we are celebrating inclusive.
Absolutely. And that's truly what it's all about here at this platform. Now, I do want to also mention that speaking of inclusive, great segue by the way, we are having an employment services sector as part of the Disability Channel that is spreading like wildfire. We're actually now branching out to Peel region and Halton region. So I'm super excited to say that. Even this kid's excited. Like, oh my goodness, it's simply amazing. And the enthusiasm is catching on, and it's really making more accessible options for people with disabilities.
And I want to give a shout out to Brands for Canada. Please check them out and look them up on the website. I bet they have a website, and I bet they have Facebook. So please check out Brands for Canada and stay tuned for upcoming stories in the near future. Thanks for watching.
Now, I do want to also mention that you want to check out our website too, thedisabilitychannel.ca. Check us out on Roku. We are on YouTube, and we are delighted to have you watching. Now, stay tuned because we're going to a clip.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Keeping It Real with Nick and the Disability Channel. Here we have Tom Fergus, who is a former player with the Maple Leafs. When did you realize you might make it to the NHL?
Well, funny enough, I actually only realized it when I was about 16 or 17 years old, because my dad never skated. So I just played hockey all the way along and had some fun doing it. And then when I went to my first brewing camp at 17, I really realized then that I can play with them and I can make the NHL, but really never before that. It was just sort of a dream.
Oh, and that was, and then to turn your dream into a reality.
It did rather quickly because we were the start of the underage draft. I think that's 1980. And yeah, it came quickly. 1 year out of junior D hockey to 2 years into Peterborough, and I was an underage in the NHL. So you're right, it came quickly and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. Do you have a favorite memory with the Maple Leafs?
Well, the funny thing about the Maple Leafs for me is I'm American and I grew up in Montreal.
Ah,
So to play for the Leafs, I didn't understand the thought people had on the Maple Leafs. So I just was happy to come back to where I had lived for since I was 14 in Ontario. But as far as the Leafs, I just became to realize how lucky you were to play for the Leafs because the
yes.
fans and the people just never stopped thinking about the Leafs. It's sort of funny. In Boston, it was sort of third on the parade behind the Patriots and the Red Sox, while here it's number one far and away. So I just think playing for the Leafs was a lot of fun.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And what has hockey given to you, and what have you given back?
Well, I think I just did we do a lot of different events, but it's funny you should ask because we just did hockey in the neighborhood this past Saturday, and a lot of guys do that, but it's going on the ice, an outdoor rink. I hadn't skated in an outdoor rink for quite a while with the young kids and tried to teach them to not only play hockey, but to have fun. I think that's the one thing we don't want to lose in hockey with all these rep teams and all this other stuff is that hockey's for everybody. And the more people that play it, the better. And it's a great way to meet friends.
It is a great way to meet friends. And hockey is part of all of that.
It is. It is. It is actually, especially here in
It's part of our
Ontario. It is. So I always say when someone says they've never skated, I look at them like I can't believe it. You've never skated?
And what's the difference between Boston and Toronto?
Well, I think the overall love of hockey is so much greater here, but Boston was a great town also. I mean, most NHL cities, big American cities, are a lot of fun. I just think that we were in Boston, we were a little more on the back page of the newspaper instead of the front page. And Toronto never stops. You can't do anything in Toronto without people asking you.
Yeah, we are fans first.
Oh, yes.
That you have to put the fans first.
Yeah, and I think you notice it more as I get older, that they never stop loving the Leafs, and they're great fans, and now it's great to see the Leafs playing some good hockey.
Yep. It's about passion.
It is, and I think
Hockey passion.
the front office has it now, and I think
Yeah.
they're doing a great job putting a good team on the ice.
That's really good to hear. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for being part of that disability channel. And keeping it with Nick. And good luck in many years to come.
Thank you very much. It was great to be here, and
Yep,
anytime.
no problem. And thank you guys for watching. Keep tweeting, keep Facebooking, and thanks so much for watching. And stay tuned.